welcome back to my channel for another episode of Sidekick Saturday. This week's prompt is flowers. Well, there are many possibilities with flowers, but sometimes I would like to keep it simple. Don't want to spend too much time on a project, but on the other hand, I also would like to love what I'm doing. So my plan is keep it simple, but make something fun anyway. I have to work on this side of the page. So this was 14, 15, 16 is going to be on that side. And you know what I'm going to use is a picture. A picture, where is she? Over here. Uh, I think this is a pretty special picture because this is my grandmother. And I found this picture on the internet last week in some kind of online archive. Sometimes, just for fun, um, I like to investigate our family tree, our heritage. Where do you come from? Who are your relatives? What did they used to do? And then I found this lady. I was thinking, I think she's my grandmother. So I asked my dad and my mother, and they confirmed, it's her. I think she was in her 20s on this picture, and I would like to cooperate this one in my Sidekick journal. Uh, I think I don't have any pictures in my Sidekick yet this year. Just checking it out because I was thinking I'm not going to do pictures. Oh yeah, there's one here. Also a little bit more about my heritage, so I think I'm good with um, my grandmother too. And I would like to be her, um, yeah, somewhere in my journals. Uh, I knew her, but not when she was 20, of course. She was much older then. And I think she passed away when I was 14, 15 or something. And she just turned 72, if I believe, 72. So this is a beautiful picture of her when she was in her 20s. So I would like to use her, and then I was thinking flowers, and back to the reminiscence book again, because that's so versatile to use. I was thinking about this one. Now, I want to keep you, no, I want to, let me tell you, yeah. I want to save you from watching me cutting out all those flowers, so I did a little bit of homework to start with. I already pre-cut a border, so you don't have to watch me all the time doing this. So my plan is only a picture, some flowers. I did take some boxes with ephemera frames, some postage stamp things, and two stamp sets. From what I'm thinking, I might use this one, Memories, or maybe this one, You Are So Loved. Not sure about that. I'm just going to see and try how it works out. So now I'm going to cut away the white border because that's from my printer, and I want to get rid of that one. So let me start with that one first. Oh, sorry for that. Let's see. Are any of you working on family trees and things like that? Do you like doing that? What did you find out? Did you find out anything special, or just curious, or if there are more people in our community um, who like doing things like this? Oh, she does need a mat because otherwise it will be dark on dark. So I might use a piece of this. And I was thinking of doing this, but now while I am having this laying around here, it's too small, too narrow. Because if I'm going to glue the flowers, no, sorry guys, uh, at the edge of the paper you won't see her face anymore. Otherwise I have to cut off um, quite a big part of the picture itself. I don't want to do that. I can do something here, which I don't like to. But maybe this would work. Some flowers on the top and down here. Hmm. Let me think. I think this is the best option. But then I also don't have to mat this picture because it will be too white. And I have to cut holes anyway. here, so the mat is useless. Useless, useless. But I do like the red, white, and blue because the rest of my journal also has a red, white, and blue in it. Maybe I can glue it a little bit higher so you won't see that much, and then maybe half of this will be enough for the bottom parts, although I think it's too narrow. It doesn't cover it all the way. Okay, yes, okay. I'm going to work with the flowers on the top and at the bottom of this page. So, scissors, here we go. And turning it around because I need to see what I'm cutting. Here we go. So this is going to be on the top, and then I've got this left for the bottom part, and you see it's too small, too narrow. So I have to figure out something to cover this, but I do have a leftover piece. Where did I put it? It's disappeared. As usual, Esther is missing something. Now, I just had it laying around here. Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. Maybe I can cut one more flower and then glue it somewhere here or maybe down there. I think that will be working fine. Just a little piece, sorry, here. And then I will cut a little bit away from the red when I'm red, white, and blue at the bottom part. And in the meantime, I am now looking for my scissors. Oh, it's unbelievable. Okay, let me cut a little bit away from this piece. So my next flower um, will be going half over or on top of the red, white, and blue. So it looks like um, a natural, um, yeah, how do you say overflow? No, transition, yeah. But this has been cut off because this is the edge of the paper. I don't like that. So I need a different flower. I think I will need this one because that's going to look better. So let me try and cut this one out quite quickly. I will do my best. So that will look much better on that side than the other one. It's only a small detail, but if possible, I would like to be as precise, or how do you say it? Not precise. Um, yeah, perfect. Precise, perfect. I mean, it can't always be perfect, but try to make it as nice as I can. And I don't know why I'm doing this because this probably will be cut off anyway, but you see, when I do this, it covers up the edge over here. So that's a more natural uh, transition. And then she has to go in between those two layers of flowers. Now, they are way too white because then I will cover up too much of the picture, and that's something I don't really like doing because I want to see. Yeah, she has been in the online archive for many, many years, and now I want to be her back in my journal. You know, the archive, I was actually looking for birth certificates um, from my grandparents, my great parents, and then I was looking on the last name, and then an archive popped up from a photographer, and there were many pictures from his studio, all how do you say it? Made so you are now they digitalized them, so you are now able to see them online, and that's where I found her. I need to ink those edges because from cutting the paper, um, I do see white lines and I don't like that. So I'm going to ink the edges up a little bit. And then I'm first going to glue down the picture, I think, and then later on the flower borders, because I have to glue the flower, sorry, on top of the picture. Or I don't have to, I want to. Just covering up those white lines. That makes it look so much better. At least that's what I'm thinking. Oops. So this one will go somewhere here to cover up the line. And then, well, actually, that's going to be a quite simple page probably, but I'm going to add something more, but I'm not sure what. Let me see. I'm going to divide it um, so it's in the middle of the page, and there are those holes here. So I think I'm going to glue her down. Oh, I need my, no, I'm going to take this one. I hope there's something left in here. Oh, I wrote down her name on there. I should, but I do have those details and I'm going to put it on a label in front of it. So I won't use too much glue, just in case someone in about a zillion years finds this journal and wants to know who the lady is. They can take it out and her name is still on the back of the picture. Oh, so cute, so cute. My grandmother. Okay, now I think I'm going to do something like this. So this piece goes off. And I'm going to cover it up. Yeah, I'm going for this way. And then the other one will be somewhere around here. Does that look good? Yes, I think it does. I think it does. Okay, let me see, guys. Nice and straight in the middle, not covering up her head. So I think I'm going to like this. And oh, sorry, you see, this is an easy way to use flowers on a page. Or, of course, we do have many Elizabeth Craft Designs flowers, you know, the die cuts, the dies. So if you have those, please use them. But to be honest, I don't have them. So I'm not into the flower things, you know, the flower design team, things like that. I don't have any of those dies. I know I can buy them, and that's no problem. But you know, I'm never going to use them. Only today. I could have been using them, but I'm just. I also think it's a little bit of a challenge, making prompts with the things you have. You know, you don't have to buy something new. Just try and be creative and use what you already have. Okay, this needs to be a little bit lower. Okay, I'm gluing on top of her hands. Is that a shame? Maybe a little bit, but okay. She is now freed from the digital archive and back. I mean, can you imagine people who lived back then or were young back then that that I'm now using her picture in a journal? What would she think? Would she like it? She probably does. I mean, she taught me how to start working in a coloring book, you know, when I was young. She taught me how to use markers for coloring. That's something I do remember. So maybe she was creative too. I'm not sure about that. She must have been. Let me see. Here we go. And then this is going off on that side. Well, this is a very simple page, I must admit. Let me get those holes in. But it's just because I wanted to be her in my journal. And otherwise, I keep this picture laying around on my desk and moving from the left to the side and back again and to the right. Sorry. So it's so much better if she's in here. I'm not finished yet, so don't worry, because this is really easy. But now, well, it's not going to be difficult. I have to add something, you know. I can't leave it the way it is. Oh, I do need some reinforcers. Let me get those first. Where are those? Let me see. There are flower reinforcers, by the way. I'm not sure if they're in here. Lucky clover, yeah, I do have flowers here, but the black ones, might it be too much? No, I think I like it. So let me get those out. They are already having double-sided adhesive on the back, so they are ready to use. I mean, a plier or a tweezer can be handy. I think I'm going to use 3 of those flowers. Flower reinforcers on the top, on the bottom part, and then maybe something else at the top. Maybe a small circle one, or not sure. Let me see how this looks. One more. One more. Here we go. And now you see that the inside of the holes, because of what I did with the paper piercer, is also a little bit wide. So if you don't like that, just take a marker. I'm looking for one now. Yo, yo, yo. Here, a Sharpie, and make the inside also black. But um, be careful, because sometimes when I do this, it slides and then you have the marker on your work, on your picture or whatever. So it's also a little detail which makes it looks better. So I'm going to do the same here. Very careful, because I don't want it to slip. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to do flowers on top there. That's going to be too much. So let me get something else. Just the small black circles. Do I have any left? I need to start die cutting more. Um, more. I need to do some more die cutting, because you see there are some which are almost empty. Oh, I can use those too. These are a little bit more simple. No flowers, but they do have uh, some kind of distressed border, a little bit. Actually, I think that these were meant to be a donut, um, piece of a donut, you know, the frosting layer on top of a donut. If you take this one and you put it on a regular circle die reinforcer, let me see. Only now you don't see it because they are both black. Well, let me see if you can see it this way. Okay, this is a regular reinforcer, the black one, and this one, pretend like this is pink and you put it on top of that one, it looks like a little bit of a frosted layer on top of a donut. So that was my intention when I designed those for you, but it's from an older set already. So I will mention the product code or the school in the comments below. Not sure if they're still available, but you might be able to find a set somewhere if you like the idea. Okay, close this one down, because I don't want them to be on the floor. Now I need to add a label a tag or something so I can write down the information about my grandmother, her name, the date. Now, these are stamps. That's not useful. Frames, can't use those. I do like those, but it's way too big over here. I don't. Yeah. Maybe a little. Let me see. There's another box here. Oh, sorry. I make a lot of noise. Maybe a little tag down here. That's not so bad. And then I need this one. That's too big. Too big, too big, too big. It's the same size. No, I think I will go for this one. This one is a little bit lighter and might be easier to write something on that one instead of this one because of the text, oh, which is already there. I'm going to show it a little bit closer. This one has more text, so if I'm going to write down her name, date, things like that, it might be a little bit hard to read. And if I'm going to use this one, it might be a little bit easier to read. I'm thinking, yeah. Or I can also add another layer on top of it and write on that. I'm going to do it. Oh, this one is much better, much better. And then I'm going to cut a little piece of paper and glue it on there. Oh, this is also so cute. I'm not sure from which die set this one is, but for example, I could do her name here and then make this just a decorative piece. We do have so many cute little elements in our die sets, but oh yeah, I think I will go for this one. Actually, this one should have been on in a pattern paper, but it's not in my box. Oh yes, it is. Is this the same one? No, I think this one has been cut down already. Maybe there's another one. Let me see if I can find something in this. I always love to browse through those boxes, you know. And I know I can easily die cut a new one in the same time I am going through those boxes, but I don't want to throw everything away, and if I'm not browsing through those boxes, it will stay here for ages and nothing will be done with it. So, and that's a waste, I think, sometimes. So that's why I like to keep running through those boxes and see if there's anything I can use on the pages or projects I'm working on. So, yeah, that's why I'm not cutting new elements all the time. No, this is another white one, I guess, a red. I can do, no. I'm just going to ink that one up. That sounds logic. Okay, let me go. My blending tool, here we go. I can use this one or this one. I will go for this one. So that looks better already. I'm going to write details on there, but I will do that later when I finish the video. So I'm going to move this one all the way up here. And maybe I can put in another small element, just a decorative something over there. Because this, I'm going to add some twine. I don't need another label. Let me get into maybe a stem. Let me think. Let me think, guys. What else have I got? So much, so much. Do I have a flower somewhere close by? No. I'm seeing. Oh, I forget. Let me see. These are my photo. I'm looking for the other ones. I need a sentiment. I was thinking about this one. Memories. You are so loved, but they are too big. Or I should stamp on top of that one. I'm not sure if that would work. Hmm. You probably will see the word loved, but you are so is maybe a little bit hard to see. Hmm. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to take my stamping platform just in case, just in case, just in case. So this one is going to be here. And oh, here we go. And I'm going to put it on one side of the, make sure it's straight. I want it to be somewhere here. Oh, it doesn't stick. Why not, guys? Okay, put it here. I want it to be somewhere there. Okay, stamping. By the way, if you should see, you should see my desk now. It's a mess again. But you probably all can relate to a messy desk or messy workspace when you are crafting. So a little bit extra ink on the top. Oh, it's not bad. You can read it quite well. You see? You are so loved. Oh. Um, I need a little piece of paper to make sure the ink doesn't go. Oh no, I take it off. Put this to the side, this to the side because I don't need that anymore. So, the plan here, you are so loved. And then, I mean, it does cover up the text, but if I'm putting in a little piece of twine, uh, I can move it to the side if I want to. So, should I go for the neutral? I'm going to take this one, just a little piece. There we go. You can add some extra embellishments or an extra, how do you call those things? Dangle, if you want to. But for this page, I think I'm good with this one only. So, cutting something off. So this one goes there, but now I only want a little bit extra, a little detail, a tiny thingy. Maybe with this, because there is some text, or maybe I can find something which suits. Um, well, that would be fine with me, but I'm just going to browse through it and see if there's anything else which would be a little bit more appropriate for me. No, registered. No, 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 no. I'm looking for some texts, a sentiment, a little quotes. You to me are perfect. Well, why not? Good vibes, you are the best. Happy thoughts, you are magical now. Be you. And this would go with the picture, I think, but if I'm sliding it under there, you won't see it anymore. So, selfie, it's definitely not a selfie. No, you're so cute. I don't think I will find anything in here. Oh, love you. You are so loved, love you. That is too much. Cheers, my dears. Then I've got numbers. No. This moment. But again, it's on the top part of this little text. So at the bottom part, so you won't see it. To the moon and back. Well, guys, this is not going to work. Let me see. What this Just B. Yeah, it's also at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to take the first one with a little kiss. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Send. Oh, I'm starting to whisper. No, 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 I don't want it. Happy thoughts one day. I'm going to take this one because it says kiss, kiss, and then you will see this on top there. Maybe I should add a little twine there too. Doesn't make any sense, but it's just for fun. Not sure if it wants to go through because this is a really small hole in there. Trying to get it in. Yeah, here we go. So you see, the first idea of this page was quite simple, and I was thinking, okay, I'm done within 5 seconds. But you know, the finishing touch, the little details, takes you a little bit longer sometimes than planned. But I don't mind. Still having fun and documenting a beautiful picture of my grandmother. So happy thoughts. These can go to the side. I think I like what I see now. So there's this little kiss here. You are so loved. And here I'm going to write down her name. Okay, so let me get some glue over there. And then some glue for this one. And I think I need to ink up the edges of the page itself. I forget those. Forgot. Let me see, a little bit more to the left. And then this one stays. Yep. I'm going to put some ink over there because I did cut those off. And now I'm going to see what it looks like in my journal. It's not the most complicated page, but for me, it's quite a personal page. And well, because of what I've just told you. So here we go. My prompt this week, flowers. And well, next week of the next theme, which is going to be airmail. Oh my, that's going to be on this side. So okay, thank you all again for watching, and please post your pictures in the group, in the Elizabeth Craft Designs Facebook group. There should be an album with the name of this week's prompt, and you can add your journal there. So, well, thank you so for so sorry, I want to say too much. Thank you all so much for watching. If you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, please do so. That way you will get a notification when I post a new video online. So here she is again, my grandmother in her 20s. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.